I never did a crazy thing in my life before that night. Why is it when a man kills another man in battle, it's called heroic, yet when he kills a man in the heat of passion, it's called murder?
Hello. We're supposed to be doing a podcast here, man.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Welcome to another episode of Flock of Geeks Gaming. I'm your host, Kester, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Defense.
Hello, everybody. We're back. Woo!
We're back, yeah. There was a lot of games to play, so we do have kind of an exciting show. This is going to be mainly games we played, and the Highguard drama, and Sony State of Play, even though we both kind of looked at it and we're like, I don't really know what I want to talk about here that came out.
We really did. We're like, yeah, Stoney had that State of Play. We want to do it. We're like,
Yeah, like,
I don't know, because like nothing really sparked my interest. There was a couple things, but
Yeah.
I'm not like there was no like I need to go check this out, put money down immediately situations.
No, like, it's cool. Like, I guess the, day one announcement of a new God of War game and it was already out was cool. But I didn't have time to get that in. Like, I played 3 games and we got Resident Evil on Friday. So you have to keep the calendar clear, because if you get a new game, you're not finishing it by Friday.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Like, you gotta know what you're getting yourself into if you are buying a new game. Like, you gotta go budget title, double A, because Friday, man, you're not gonna want to touch anything but
Nah.
Leon.
Yeah, that's your weekend. Sexy Leon all weekend.
Oh, can't wait.
Yeah, I had to take off work for 3 days because there's no way. My boss was like, I think you should probably work Sunday. And I was like, I'll just call off. I would just call off. Like,
No, I can't show up to work with a full hard on. Like,
Yeah.
it's gotta be all weekend.
It's all weekend. Like, I'm going to be too hard all weekend looking at that fucking gray hair and the sexy, the best hair
silver
in gaming.
fox. I know, dude. I love how we get to grow up with such a sexual figure as Leon Kennedy. Like, he's just like,
He is the ultimate, like, Chad in video games. I feel like he is the hottest dude in video games. I do so bad.
Yeah, like he's like actually approachably normal. You're like, man, he's so cool. He's just a rookie cop, and now look at him. He's like saving the president and shit.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
Well, 6, but he shoots the president. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we're gonna do that later. But yeah, out of this State of Play, the only thing was, like I said, there's a 2D Metroidvania God of War game. I am going to eventually play it because I do like all Metroidvanias usually, but I just couldn't because I'm still playing a game we're going to talk about later, and I'm almost done with it, but there's no time by Friday.
Yeah. So you think you're going to pick it up, or do you think it was just bad timing and you probably won't get around to it? The God of War game.
It's me. I'll get around to it. Like, I don't do anything but play video games. So, like,
it's called Sons of Sparta, I think.
Yeah, he's like a young Kratos. It's like him and his brother, Demos.
He's telling the story as old like middle-aged Kratos to his daughter Calliope before he makes the pact with Ares. So like, it's kind of like a fairy tale version of Kratos' own adventures that he's telling his daughter.
Oh, that's cool.
It's an interesting take. It looks a little slow, which I was like, oh. But I have a feeling it could probably be good. It's probably a nice little throwback to God of War.
Yeah, and anytime there's a Metroidvania, I'm usually down for it. Like, it is bad timing with, like, this was a banger month. Like, I didn't get to, what was that one? High on Life 2. Like, I still want to play that game. But I couldn't.
I heard good things, but it didn't do too well. I mean,
PC performance, man. Like,
that'll kill you nowadays. You gotta optimize your game, guys.
Yeah, like, because you're gonna come out on Steam and you're gonna be lucky. It doesn't matter how good your game is. You're gonna get mixed to like poor because you have to fucking optimize it.
Yeah, and with the state of technology and how expensive it is, like, people aren't going to be able to upgrade. Like, yeah, we have good PCs. We're very fortunate to have those, but, like, it's going, because of the AI and stuff, it's going to become, like, you can't buy a new computer. So you guys got to start optimizing for the 20 series still. Like, stop pushing it. We're not the population's not ready for it. Just optimize your game.
Yeah, they have to, because with AI, like dude I work with, he bought like 64 gigabytes of RAM and it was $800. Like, people can't afford to upgrade their PCs. Like, you have to maybe take a step back. And they said, like, even Sony was talking about they are going to delay the PS6 because of just components. Like, it's going to be too expensive. Like, they'd have to make it like $1,500 for a console, and it really too, would it be that much of a jump from the PS5 that we need to abandon it already? Like, graphics are insane. Like, we don't need to push them this hard.
And you got to think, like, a lot of Unreal Engine 5 games are running on PS5 now, and those games are the games that are kind of optimization heavy, and like people can't figure it out yet. And that has to get in line with the consoles before we can push forward. Like, Unreal Engine 4 finally caught up to PS5, and that's why Unreal Engine 4 games are like butter. Like, they run so good. Those older games, it's just like that generation of Unreal 4. It was so good. We have to get back there with Unreal 5, and it's going to take a minute. And like you said, we're pushing forward. Like, game developers can't keep up with this optimization.
Yeah, they can't, and people can't afford it. Like, if I would have
it doesn't make any sense.
I got my PC like at the perfect time. If I would have waited like another 6 months, I wouldn't have been able to afford it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and like, ever since I saw the price hikes, I've been treating my computer like my baby. Like, I'm like cleaning her. I'm like, you gotta last me forever.
I know, dude. My graphics card now, when I got it, it was like $1,400. They're like over $2,000 now. Like, over dude. $2,000. Like,
yeah, it's not a hobby anymore. It's becoming like it's ridiculous.
Like, you have got to stop. Like, and that's what I mean. Like, High on Life 2 sitting at mixed reviews because they did not optimize it, and like, people are like, well, I bought a game I can't even fucking play.
Yep, and I have a lot to say about that when we talk about Styx later on that I played. So
okay, so the only other thing out of the state of play I kind of wanted to mention was the Tokon Fighters. We finally got new characters revealed, and I'm excited.
It was the X-Men, right?
Yeah, it was the X-Men. So Wolverine's in it, which,
of course,
but Magic is in it.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
I know. So you could do Magic in that game as well. And then
they at least got me to want to try her. Like, I'll probably check it out now because I just want to try Magic.
I know, and I like how Magic is just everywhere now. I'm a fan of this. She's a cool character.
Me too. I don't know why it took so long, but like, yes, grown men like hot chicks with big swords.
Yeah, it's like an easy to slam dunk, really, when you think about it. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other character, Danger, I don't even know who she is. It's like very obscure.
I saw a picture of her, and I was like, what is this game, and what is this character? And I was like, oh, it's Token, and it's, who the fuck is this? Like, I don't know if I agree with this. I think that they should have just put another well-known X-Men, like Nightcrawler or Cyclops or anybody else in there.
I'm 50-50 on it. I think you're correct, though. It is cool to see a new character I've never seen before, but like, I am a pretty big nerd and I don't know who Danger is. Like, it's not like, it's so obscure that like, unless you're like a diehard X-Men fan, you would even know who she is.
Yeah, I just feel like she should be just kind of like an unlockable character. You know how those characters could be unlocked back in the day?
Yeah,
one of those games?
Remember that stuff? Or DLC. Yeah. Like, you could have had Gambit, fucking Rogue. The list goes on. So that it is weird.
If I were them, I would have just taken cues from Rivals, dude. Like that's doing well, and you're fucking with X-Men. Like, just look at that and see, what's going on. People want that shit. I don't know. I think it's a silly call, but I have a feeling one of the directors was like, we got to get something niche in there,
Yeah, or maybe he's like a closet Danger fan, like the Marvel Rivals like guy is with Luna. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate that. If he has like a love for Danger, I could see why that would happen, because maybe this was his goal. His whole life was to get Danger into a fighting game. But as a business owner, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Absolutely not. This person, no. We got to think about anyone else. Like, put Xavier in there before you put Danger in there.
Yeah, it is a weird...
Professor X.
Yeah, something that somebody knows. It's Marvel,
Magneto.
too. Yeah, Magneto. Any of the Marvel vs. Capcom royalty you could have put in there. You know, it could have been anyone. So...
well, I guess.
We'll see. There actually has not been as much hype for that game as I would have thought, especially compared to how hyped DBZ was, and it's the same people. It's just, I guess a lot of people who've played it said it's pretty, like, boring, like all the assists are the same, but, I mean, it's still a ways, like, a couple months out, and they made a bunch of changes. I just haven't been looking into it much anymore. I think they have my money, so it's like, what's the point?
Maybe that's how a lot of people are, where they're just like, I don't really care. Like, if a beta comes out, maybe I'll try it, but I'm going to buy it. Like, it's a fighting game that has polish and whatnot. I'll try it out. I have a take. I think that this new Avatar game is taking a lot of people by surprise and stealing away Tokon Fighters' whole shtick. Like, I think that they were expecting a huge marketing from, like, you know, Twitch streamers and people like that, but Maximilian Dude's over here loving the Avatar game.
Yeah, a lot of the fighting game content creators I watch are really big on the Avatar game.
So I have a feeling that might be taking away from Tokon's publicity and hype right now, honestly. Maybe once we get closer, but yeah.
I would try that one
That's
too.
my 2 cents.
And I like that. I like Avatar too, the show, so I'd be willing to try that game.
It's weird because to me, when it came out, I'm like, great, the like old licensed McDonald's games that you could buy, but like again, and I'm like, that's fine. Like, like you could bring out like a Burger King beat 'em up, whatever, kids will play it, and then like all these real fighting players are like, this is the best game I've played in years. And I'm like, what?
It is. Fighting games are tough, man. Like, look at 2XKO. Like, it's already, they're shuddering people.
That's true, dude. That's insane.
Yeah, it didn't catch, like, that's a big property. Like, the fighting games are such a tough market to get into. Like, it's Tekken, it's Street Fighter. And then the only other successful one over the past, like, couple of decades even was the fucking DBZ Fighters, like...
Yeah. Oh, Mortal Kombat as well.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, but that last one people did not like.
Oh yeah.
So.
I was gonna say that's even teetering. I mean, I think Mortal Kombat though has it can release a stinker or two and still have a fan base.
Oh, without a doubt. People will always come back to Mortal Kombat.
Right. Everyone's gonna always check out the next Mortal Kombat if you were a fan of it in the past. So other than that though, yeah. It's brutal, man. I don't know what would you say that Tokon would need to do to boost popularity here? Like, do you think that there's anything it can do?
I don't think
so.
The
gameplay?
I think fighting games are just too niche, man. They're like too hard. They're hard to get into, like, because they're fun to play with like your friend, and you know, you guys getting a bunch of friends together and playing a fighting game, that's fun, but like trying to go online and being good at a fighting game, there's just too much of a commitment there, and I don't think people are down for that. Like, you're just not. I mean, there is a community, but you're not getting average Joe Call of Duty guy, Madden guy, you know, playing fucking
sitting in training doing Hadoukens and dragon punches and stuff.
Like, they're not putting 300 hours into a combo, you know. They're just not doing it, and I totally get that.
Yeah.
I just don't think there's any way that you can change that perception, because 2XKO, they like really did try. They had easy combos. They didn't have motion inputs. It was pretty simple, but still didn't work. Like, it's just too hard to get into fighting games, and I don't know what the answer would be.
Yeah, I mean, and money wasn't an issue because that was Amazon, right?
Yeah, it was Amazon, I believe. So it wasn't money. It just they released 1.0, they put it on consoles, it just didn't take off the way they thought they would.
I think the marketing was shit, honestly. I didn't see shit on it.
Yeah, I didn't either. Like, did you even know it finally officially released kind of thing?
Not until it died. It was like, it's already dead. I'm like, it released?
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. Oh, speaking of dead games.
I was just going to say, that's a good segue.
That is an excellent segue, because it's been since we last casted, we were talking that we were going to play Highguard. Well, it's already been out and dead, so it was Concord 2.
It's official.
It's official. It was Concord 2. So I guess we could start here with like what we actually thought of the game, because I feel like it was better than people were giving it credit for.
Yeah, I think it was sitting at like a 7 out of 10 and punching for, I think, a potential 8, 9 out of 10 game. Like, there was moments of pure chaos and fun when everyone was on the same page, when we got, 3 people on comms, like, 3 friends. It was a good time. But holy shit, randoms were an issue.
Yeah, it was a big issue playing with a random.
Yeah, the matches were far too long to play with a random who not only, like, I understand learning the game and stuff, but, like, just completely incompetent. Purposefully just being incompetent. And that happened a lot, and I think it was part of the, like, stigma of the game. Like, this game sucks. I think only 20% of people who played it got through the tutorial according to Steam achievements, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So,
and like, I would say that the gunplay in it was pretty solid. It was fun. It was very similar to Apex, so I liked it. I thought certain moments were excellent. Like, I get that the map was too big. You never ran into people. The whole build-up phase, then the looting phase was really boring. It's like you spend 25 minutes of your... I guess if the match goes long, they're like 20 minutes, and you spend like half of that just riding around collecting shit. Like, that was bad. But, like, when the storm... whatever it was it called the Stormbreaker? I don't even remember. The sword.
It was either Stormbreaker or Stormbringer. I think it was Breaker.
Yeah.
I want to say Breaker.
When that appeared, it became like this awesome capture the flag mode on horses that was a lot of fun. Then
at that point, that's when the game was like, okay, I see what they're going for here. But that, like you said, took almost like 10 minutes. It like felt like 10 minutes to get to that point.
Yeah. It's like, but
so go ahead. Yeah.
Before that point, it's like I'm looting chests to find guns that I could just buy in the next round anyway. I have to mine these fucking... like, why am I mining shit? This isn't Minecraft. Like, that was real bad. Then the
Fortnite-ish.
Yeah, very Fortnite-ish. But then the siege part was really cool. So... there were parts of the game that were good and parts of the game that were just like, what are we doing here? And this is, without a doubt, a classic case of just they mishandled the whole situation. If this would have came out and they were like, hey, we're the guys that made Apex. Here's an alpha build. Tell us what you think and how we can improve. People might have been like, well, the gunplay is fun. Maybe do this, do that. Like, they put 5v5 in, like, 3 days later, and people were saying that was much better. I tried to get into a match. By that point, I couldn't find one.
Yeah, that's crazy to me that you even were like off the cuff just going to go try it out and couldn't.
Yeah, it was something like 15 minutes between matches when I was trying.
And the matches could go up to like a 40 minutes, like 45 minutes.
Yeah, so, they could be long.
So you're waiting an hour of your 24-hour day just to play one round of Highguard.
Yeah. And
nah, dude.
No.
You could play 3, 4, 5 Marvel Rivals matches in there and then go, take a shit.
Yeah, and that's the big issue I think they had is like there's too much dead time in the game where you're not doing anything but collecting resources, riding around on a horse looking for a gun. It would just that part of the game just didn't work, and I think it made people like bored of it real quick. and it clearly wasn't finished. Like, it had performance issues. Do you think they just ran out of money and they had to release it?
I, I, I don't know, man. I don't think they ran out of money. There's a rumor that Tencent was actually funding this the whole time.
Oh, okay. So
There's like a deep cut rumor. I don't want to look into it because I don't really fucking care that much because it failed. But like there is a rumor. I don't think it was money. I think it was the marketing, the art direction, huge. Dude, everyone thought the game looked like a fucking generic mess. Like, what is this? And
Yeah,
I
not
agreed.
being
I mean, there was like
distinct.
one character I liked, right? What?
Yeah, there were two that I liked, but
So,
the
I
art
don't know.
style, it had that like generic Fortnite looking style.
Yeah, it was like a very smooth, like a smooth graphic or something. What? It wasn't like cell shaded. It's just like a really generic, smooth. It just looks generic is the best way to put it.
Yeah, it was so
And
generic looking.
yeah, in every way, it was like an asset. They purchased assets from Unreal Engine 5 and we just threw them in their game for the most part. And like I think a lot of people saw that, and I think a lot of people were just fucking tired of like that kind of soulless slop. They're like, we don't care anymore. Like this just feels like a money grab. Like we appreciate your ideas, but we're not really gonna like give you the time of day. Especially when Arc Raiders just came out, and like even if you don't like that game has soul to it. Even when you're playing it, you're like, these people really, really wanted to make this game, and you can tell. And I think people really appreciate that. This just felt generic in every sense of the word.
Yeah,
I
and
think
you
it's the art
can't be
direction that didn't do
generic.
well.
Yeah, generic hero shooters are just like it's kind of like read the room, man. Like people are done with these. Like they've been done with them for a long time. Like I get like how many failed ones there are, but if they could have went the route like say, you know, where they had an alpha then a beta and they kept improving it, then maybe, you know, people would have given it more of a chance. But you're trying to tell people that this is a fully done, fully released game. You have one game mode. You don't even have a ranked mode. Your shop is
You don't have
there.
stats. You like can't see your stats throughout like at all.
Yeah, it
like at
just
the end of the match, you can't see what you did. You basically have zeros. You're
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
it just felt like an unfinished product that you were trying to be like, people are done with the just put it out and we'll fix it later bullshit. Like, we don't have time for that.
And I think the free to play model, even they're like, this is free to play. Oh, cool. But like, dude, it's not done. I don't care. Like, you're hyping it up. You're making all these promises. And it's like, we're not going to buy these cosmetics for this not finished video game. You know, like, you can't sell cosmetics to a game that like there's nothing to do in.
Yeah,
So,
like, why would I want a cosmetic for a game that, like, is pretty much going to be dead soon? Like, there's no way that's going to work. Like, this game, and then they came out and said that it was like, oh, it's the internet's fault and the gamer culture, and it's like, I agree to a certain extent that, you know, streamers are the worst in all this, but, like, 100,000 people gave this a shot on launch day, probably more if you count console people, and they all played it and were just like, nah. Like,
yeah,
look
at the Steam charts. There is a fucking black diamond slope off. Like almost like one day after launch. It's like it dropped like 98%.
And I get that, like, yeah, there are people that farm content by shitting on games, but like, how many? If that could truly kill a game, like Call of Duty still wouldn't be a thing. Like, average Joe guy does not give a shit what the fuck we have to say on the internet. Like, you're telling me every person who downloaded and tried that were like, oh, I don't want to play this anymore because Johnny Blaze 69 on Twitter said it was bad.
Right. That guy got home from his fucking 3-day trucking job, cracked a beer, downloaded Highguard, and went, man, this is a waste of my fucking time.
Yeah.
And then put on Call of Duty.
Yeah, or what Back to Rivals, or played Apex, or played Overwatch.
Right.
It's an oversaturated market. And like to try to blame that. I mean, I think if you wanted to blame anyone, you blame Jeff and like trying to push out an unfinished product. It was your own fault.
Yeah, I think it was a he said, she said bullshit situation. I think that Highguard was preparing to sniff its own farts, and everyone was like, this is fucking bad. And they're like, oh shit, we don't know what to do. Like, we were expecting a huge, like, hype train, and with that, we'll be able to fix the game and put more content, and people will be with us. And, like, instead, no one's with us, and we're fucked. I think that's why they went silent.
Yeah, probably.
They had like 40, 50 videos posted like 2 days after Highguard released onto their YouTube of like how to play the game and like tutorials, like stuff they couldn't have done in 2 days, right? They could have released all this shit and marketed it and been like, this is gameplay, this is what's gonna happen. And like, I think expectations would have been set. And I think sitting silent when people are expecting something from you is a ballsy move, and you have to be the best of the best when you do that. That's a GTA 6 move, dude. It's not a fucking Highguard move.
Yeah, you had to like after that trailer, like everyone in the world looked at that game and went, "What is this?" And you didn't show them anything else. And even the game itself, the tutorial barely teaches you what's going to actually happen. So,
right, it's like a mess. It's just like, it feels like you're in a carnival and you're just like doing random stuff.
Yeah, like shoot this, mine that.
Yeah, ride your horse to do this, and you're like, all right, what do I actually have to do?
Yeah, and I think it is kind of a shame in some ways, because some of the ideas in the actual game were fun. Like, when the siege was happening, like you said, and it was 3-on-3, and you're disarming bombs, there's another guy going over here. Like, to capture the flag on the fucking horses, like running a guy down and grabbing the flag on their horse, shooting people off horses. There were good moments in this game. It just needed more time in the oven, and I don't know if they ran out of money, they were like, push it out. But you could have even pushed out what they pushed out and said it was a beta.
Yeah. Just be honest, man. Honest is the best policy nowadays with gaming. Like, people will not deal with your bullshit. And I think that Concord, this is proven fact now. Like you said, people just don't fucking care. They're just not going to deal with it.
Yeah, I don't have time for your free to play, but I want your money for cosmetics on a half-finished, half-baked game that's poorly optimized with terrible art. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
and everyone's shitting on it, so like, you're not going to buy a cosmetic for a game everyone's shitting on, because it's probably a waste of money.
Yeah, and
like,
that's the other thing.
It's not going to be around. Like, maybe I did like that cosmetic, but there's no one likes this game. Why would I buy it?
And you can say, like, people in the internet culture shitting on it destroyed it, but like I said, there's so many people that probably played this game that have no fucking idea who Shroud is. Like, didn't try it, like so many people who don't know who who don't give a shit about streamers, content, any of that tried the game, and they all agreed it was bad. You just made a bad game. I'm sorry, guys.
We went into it super optimistic. We played it for like a day, I think 2 days. Like
2 days we played it, and the first day we had a real good time with it. Second day we were like, this game doesn't deserve all the hate it's getting. But after you play like so many matches, the loop gets real bad. That's the thing.
I honestly think this game would have been a whole different story if it had enemies in the world that just fucked with you, the other team, and like there was more interesting dynamics there and made it more MOBA-ish. Because it feels like a MOBA without enemies in it. Like, I never even played a MOBA, but that sounds boring as fuck.
And that's what I mean. There's things they could have done to make the game more interesting. Like, instead of mining for resources. You had to kill enemies to get loot, to buy your shields, to buy your guns. Then the flag appears. There's stuff they like could have done to make the game more interesting, but it's just dead now because you came out and said this was a finished product. Look how good this game is going to be.
Oh, you know what else killed this, Kester? Hands down, the Titanfall community was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not I'm gonna shit all that. There was probably a mass of just people that went, you made this instead of Titanfall 3, fuck you, and I'm gonna make sure it fucking fails.
Or even
that's how petty a lot of these people are. But it happened.
It definitely happened, and they are ex-Titanfall developers. You could have said this is the spiritual successor to Titanfall. You could have made that instead of this game.
Honestly, dude, put some mechs in it, make it the same kind of concept. That would have been cool. Honestly, make this game, but make it Titanfall. It would be awesome.
Yeah, there's any number of ways this game could have improved over the years, but I think like it's probably down to like 200 players at this point, if that.
Yeah, it's like I could check real quick. Too.
We're like a week or two from the servers going offline.
Well, they cut what 50% of their staff. They're basically on a skeleton crew just supporting. Currently, there are 672 people in the game.
Yeah.
The 24-hour peak was 1,000, and the all-time peak in the last 28 days was 97,000 people.
Yeah, that's how many people tried it.
So in 30 days, it went from 100,000 to 600.
Yeah.
And that, my friend, means the developers fucked up. I think the game, like, whoever made the game, like, moment-to-moment gameplay knew exactly what they were doing. I think they did a great job. But whoever had the, like, job of making it all fit together, didn't do a good job at all.
Nah, because it's just a mishmash of ideas jumbled together, and it never really coheses into.
It was like it's like this team of really good shooter guys was like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, we'll make it, but like, I don't know what you want from this.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they're like, great job. Now we're gonna do something. But the developers are in the corner like, we're making good stuff, but I don't know what the fuck they're doing with it.
Yeah, it's I wonder. I'm sure we're gonna get another one of these eventually, but like, you think people would learn after this? And
I think Horizon Zero Dawn, the new one's gonna be this.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Dude, it looks so bad. It looks like Fortnite Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, it's like Monster Hunter mixed with Fortnite, and it's hero shooter. You can't even make your own person. Like, it looks
gonna go well.
It's all multiplayer. Yeah, dude, it's not even Horizon Zero Dawn. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, people didn't learn. So when that one fails, maybe that'll be the one. So let's rest in peace, Highguard, and let's go to the games we played. I guess I'll start. So I got Code Vein 2.
I forgot about this already. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was super excited about Code Vein 2, and I really wanted to like this, man, but this is a bad game. It's a bad game. Yeah, like, I came down on, at first I was playing it and I was like, this isn't too bad. There were times I enjoyed it. By the end, it was just one of those, I'm done. No, thank you, Code Vein. That's enough of you. Did you
beat it?
No. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's. I don't even know where to begin. Like, it's worse system wise than the first one. It's graphically worse because it doesn't like look cartoony enough for me. The story was surprisingly interesting. I'll give them that. Like, I did like the story, but the systems were worse. So you get the blood codes. Do you remember the blood codes in the first game? And they're
like jobs, right?
Yeah, they're kind of like your jobs. Like, if you wanted to be a melee, you would have this blood code. If you wanted to be a sorcerer, you'd have this blood code. and like abilities were tied to your blood code, and when you used the blood code for so long you could learn that ability and transfer it to other blood codes, and it made this like really interesting, I'm gonna like build a wizard who also can use a big sword because I have all these skills I learned from the big sword guy. This one takes all that out of there. The blood codes are merely just your stats. And
what? Really?
Yeah.
How does that work?
So it's basically like if you want to play a magic build, you would use a magic blood code, and if you want to use like a greatsword, you would use a greatsword blood code. But I never changed my blood code the entire game. Like the first blood code I got, I just leveled that one up, and the first area. So the skills are now tied to your weapons, and you can kind of move one skill from a sword to another sword, but it doesn't have as many. You only have 4 moves. So the sword you're using comes with 3 moves. Well, you can only move 1 move over. So you weren't really making builds anymore. And the first area of the game, the first merchant you run into sells a sword, and it's a great sword, and it's a katana. And you're like, well, I'm going to use that. It's a katana. Right. It has a move where you just go invincible and do like this air slash, and it just kills everything. So like, you don't need to get another weapon the whole game. You don't need to change your blood code the whole game. There's about 15 enemies in the whole game. So you're fighting the same guys over and over again. You know what it feels like? You know that feeling when you're replaying a Dark Souls, or where you know where the enemies are and you know how to build your guy and you just feel like a god?
Yes. Yeah, you're like, yes.
That's the base feel of the whole game, like on your first playthrough.
And you're like, I've never seen you before.
Yeah.
So that takes away a lot of fun and feelings, I would surmise.
Yeah, so that was bad. The world design is bad because it's open like Elden Ring, but like if you get into a dungeon, you're like, oh, this isn't like part of the main quest. Let me go through this dungeon. You get to the bottom of it. You fight a boss that's just a basic enemy with a bigger health bar. And yeah, and none of the stuff you get do you need because you already have your sword and you have your blood code. So there's no point to doing anything because you're not going to get more powerful. The boss fights are terrible. Like just bad. They're not even fun. Like
how can they be that bad? Like that, like you texted me and said this was a terrible boss fight, and I wanted to ask, but I'm like, I can't wait to ask on stream or on the cast. So like, what makes it bad? Was it stationary or something?
No, it's just like so you have your abilities, and to build up your abilities you have to hit attacks. And then you have a move that makes you immortal. So you just hit the guy till you get that move, do the slash, and then do the slash again. They get stunned. Then you can hit them until it refills. Then you just do the slash. Then they get stunned and you hit them with your move, get refilled. So you're just doing this loop of slash, slash, stun, slash, slash, stun. And then they're poorly designed in that, like, I can't tell what an attack is. Like, you can't dodge anything. You can't block anything. It's just you run into it headlong and just hope you kill it before it hits you.
And you will, because you have that really powerful
and you will. And then, like, some of them are just, like, really fucking annoying where, like, there's this one where you get them halfway, then there's the phase 2, and the phase 2, it splits into like 3 guys, and it's so annoying. Like every boss fight
sounds eye-rolling.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Every boss fight in this game is so bad. And then that's why I quit, is because you get to the end of the game. So the whole thing is you're trying to defeat these 5 warriors, okay? You kill the first 4, then you're going to the last one, and it makes you fight all the bosses again. Like the other 4 warriors again, and I'm just like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm done with this. Like, these fights weren't fun. I don't want to do these fights again.
These were the reason I didn't like this game thus far, and you're making me do them 4 times in a row. No thanks.
Yeah, like, I'm done. And I just uninstalled the game. And what a disappointing game. It's one of the most disappointing games I've played in a long time. I was real sad about it.
And you are so patient, and you are very determined as a gamer. You don't give up on games often. Like, and if you do pretty quickly because you know they're not for you. But I can't believe this. This is such a shame.
Yeah, I really wanted to like this game, and I think
I know you did.
The only reason I kept playing it is because I was on vacation and I had nothing else to do until everyone got off work and we could play Rivals. So I was just playing this game, and the story was genuinely interesting. Like, the characters were really cool. It's like these 4 warriors who stop this cataclysm, and you go back in time and you meet them and you hang out and they're like part of your party, and all that was really good. Like, the characters were well written. I was very interested in the stories. Like, there was this hot doctor with huge boobs I was a fan of, and there was just so much good on that story, and I honestly want to know how it ended, but I cannot fight those bosses again. There's no way. Because
I refuse.
Yeah, I can't do it because, like, I went to fight them, and like I said, you just run headlong in and hope you kill them before they hit you, or because you can't tell what's happening in any of these boss fights as far as I can tell. It's just like hit them and heal and hit them and hope that they die before you. They were killing me, and I'm like, well, I didn't really explore anything, so I'm guessing I'm underpowered. There's no way I'm leveling.
You're not grinding.
No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very disappointed on Code Vein 2. I like Code Vein 1. This was honestly one of the sharpest step backs since Devil May Cry 2.
Oh, dude, one of those.
Yeah, where I was just like, I can't believe this is the sequel to, like, a very good game. Like, it's wild.
I don't think they're going to make a third one then. I think Code Vein's done ski.
Yeah, I mean, it could have still sold well because they fooled me, man. Like, I didn't...
That's true. That's true.
Like, and I even got it early. Like, I did end up paying the extra $20 because I was like, well, it's going to have DLC. And I was so sure it was going to be a sure thing. It's like, you got the DLC, you got costumes. It was only $20 more. I was off that weekend. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to probably want to play it. I'm not going to want to play this DLC now. So I should have waited for the reviews and looked. But, like, I have never been, like, so shocked that I hated a game. Because I really thought it was a sure thing.
And you can usually find the good in it, honestly. Like, we're pessimistic gamers, but we're just doing that because we love things, and we generally do enjoy them. But, yeah, that's such a shame, man. When that happens, when you're just like, you get that ick. It's like you felt like you rented a bad game for the weekend, and now you have nothing to do.
Yeah, it was that feeling. Yeah, it was the same exact feeling of being in, like, school and you rented a game, and it was like, this was your whole weekend. Like, that's why I kept playing it. I was like, none of the fights are good. The only thing I liked about it was the story, and the character creator was really good. And that was it. That was all I really liked about it.
And that's a free demo on Steam. You can just go in there and make a character.
Yeah, I wish I would have done that and then just not played the game. It really
had
was.
a beer and made a character and then jumped on Rivals.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. The only reason I think I even kept going as long as I did was like, well, I paid $80 for this game. And there were, like, parts where I thought I liked it, you know what I mean? But it didn't improve. Remember I said that first one was, like, kind of janky? They didn't.
I mean, I've played it. Yeah. I know about the jank. Yeah.
They didn't take that away. So like
well.
it still kind of felt janky. I for some reason got it on my PlayStation. I don't know why I did that. That was weird, but I did that. I had a brain fart. I think I was just sitting there playing Zenless, and I was like, well, you know what? I could sit in my recliner. I don't have to sit in the computer chair. It can't.
Yeah.
Dude, there was slowdown. There was like, but I don't know how much better.
Once you play smooth, it's noticeable when you don't.
Yeah, pretty much. So, do not play this game. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. Is
Your review.
Is my
Don't
review.
waste your time or money.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then the other game I played in this one, Romeo Must Die. Or Romeo is a dead man.
Playing that.
Romeo is a dead man. This is the Suda 51.
Yeah, not the Jet Li movie.
Not the Jet Li movie.
Jet Li.
This is the new Suda 51 game, and I think it's kind of like if you're down with him and his games, like if you're on the same wavelength as him, you're probably gonna like it. Like I like it. Is it a good game? Probably not. Like honestly, like the combat is you get. Like, it's a hack and slash kind of, but, like, when you're hitting all these zombies, there's all this crazy blood on the screen. You can't even see what's happening. But then, like, you know, you build up your special move, and it's called Endless Summer, and you just, like, destroy everything on the screen, and it's so satisfying every time it happens.
That's a great name.
Yeah. Bloody Summer. And then, it's tonally all over the place. Like it's this dramatic story about a guy who meets a girl, and then you know she's an interdimensional being, but then he gets killed by something and gets turned into a fucking robot guy. Like it's melodramatic 1 second, and then the next mission you have like a zombie girl teaming up with you who's just running around with 2 assault rifles. It's like it's crazy. It's just a crazy.
So it sounds like a cult classic game where it's like I don't know, Evil Dead 2 or Evil Dead 1.
Yeah,
it's not good, but it's
good.
Great.
Yeah,
but like you got to know what you're doing. If you like Ash, if you like the comedy kind that they're going for, then you'll enjoy it. But if you don't like that kind of stuff, it's very niche. I think it sounds like something I'd at least like to watch a playthrough of because it just sounds interesting.
Yeah, like the boss battles in it though really fun as opposed to Code Vein. Like I've enjoyed every boss fight I've gotten into. Like the combat to me is like enjoyable because it's zombies that are coming at you. Yeah. And then other monsters, but like a lot of the stuff, so you have a gun and you have a sword. It's really cool how, like, certain enemies you have to shoot weak points to do damage. So, like, you're in a fight and just, like, fucking swinging your sword like a madman. Then you got to whip out your gun and shoot this thing. Like, it's hectic. It's a lot of fun, but, like, you have to be a Suda 51 guy. You have to be like, I like No More Heroes. I like Killer 7. I'm a Shadows of the Damned kind of man. And if you're on board for Lollipop Chainsaw, I love that game. Like I love his games, and this is just another one where I'm on board. Like I'm on his wavelength. I see what he's going for. I love the stupid stuff he does. So, like, you get minions in this game that you have to, like, plant, and there's zombies that you grow. There's crazy stuff like that. There's cooking to make your, like, power-ups. Your fucking, like, skill tree is a Pac-Man mini-game where you have to, like, fly a ship around. There's just so much nonsense, and for me, it works. It probably isn't for everybody, but I love it.
It sounds like one of those crazy animes you check out, like on a whim, and you're like, this has everything everywhere, but it's just hitting all my dopamine. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I am loving this game. Like, you know, the one boss, he fucking jump kicks and then like runs up and DDTs his head off. The plot's crazy. It makes no fucking sense. Like you like the first thing that happens is you like see a body. He's a cop and he sees a body on the side of the road and he goes over and it turns into a zombie and like rips him apart, and then his dad comes out of, or grandfather comes out of a time portal and turns him into Dead Man with like a fucking syringe, and then like his grandpa is like your sidekick, but he's like on your jacket, like he's the logo of your jacket that talks to you. Like, there's nothing about it that makes sense. It's just all over the place, but for me, I'm down. I'm in for this game. I give it a solid recommend. I think you would know. Like, if you played any of his other games,
right?
If you're not a Suda 51 guy, and you're probably gonna be like, I can't tell what's happening here. What is this combat? Like, none of this makes any sense. This is just off the wall nonsense. But I'm here for it.
It kind of sounds like you just kind of go on a roller coaster ride, and he shows you what he wants to show you.
Yeah.
There's nothing. It's just weird. It's fun. It's crazy, and like, you really have no say. Let's just check it out.
You're just going with the flow, seeing what's happening. Yeah. Like, one level was just like a fucking survival horror thing where you're in an asylum trapped in a time loop. And it's like real dark and scary. Like, I will say there is some bad, confusing level design in certain parts, because it's a real world and then there's like a sub universe, and what you do in that universe affects the real world. But like, sometimes it's hard to know what you unlocked, what you didn't unlock, like where to go.
Like, I unlocked this door, but where the fuck was that door even?
Yeah, in the real world, like that can be confusing. I like got stuck a couple of times where I just had to run around for like 20 minutes through the whole level again. I mean, like, oh, that was that fucking door kind of thing. That annoys me. Yeah. Banger music, though. There's a Dead Man song that's so good. It's like, he's a dead man. Like, just all that kind of stuff for me. So I'm going to say recommend, but know what you're getting into.
Love that. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So I guess, I have my game. I played Styx, Blades of Greed. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, this is the third installment of Styx, and it's such an Andrew defense game. I can't even explain it to anybody. Like, I think these games are just made for me. Like, no one else buys them. I just play Styx on the side.
Yeah, that's the Suda 51 games for me, man.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta know what you're getting into. You are a fucking goblin from, like, any fantasy you can imagine. You're like a fucking goblin, and you just sneak around and kill people, steal things. You're weak, but, smart and agile, and you just climb around. It's like kind of preceded Assassin's Creed in a way, where there's a lot of parkouring and a lot of interesting ways to hide and, trick enemies. I think a lot of studios stole ideas from Styx, weirdly enough. But I've enjoyed all of them, to say the least. And the third one kind of popped up. I didn't even know it was coming out. It was one of those, I like checked out Steam. I'm like, I wonder what's new coming out. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, it's Styx.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
Yeah, so super excited. I bought it day one, even though I saw there was like kind of mixed reviews. It's sitting at mostly positive now on Steam, so that's good. And it's optimization, man. I told you I'd come back to this.
Yeah.
And I have to agree with them, because it has hard crashed 3 times in 8 hours. Like, I'm talking like fucking fatal errored my computer kind of shit. And that's unacceptable. I went back and played the second game. It's running 30 FPS on PS4, but like it just feels better. Like, it feels more put together, more polished, and I think the third game is a step back in optimization and a step forward in gameplay. Like, a lot of it's cool. They've streamlined a lot of like killings. Like, you could just drag people into containers. You can throw bodies in different places that you couldn't before. And it's just a lot more interactive than any of the games used to be. So it's a lot of fun to explore, and it's different now. They went more kind of, hate to say this, they went open world, but I'm going to put quotes around it because they really do point you in a direction on what you need to do. There isn't much to do in the open world other than just traverse to get to the next mission. So you don't feel like I have to go collect things. It's more or less like you just have to get over there and start the next mission. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there isn't like points of interest or like things up high you have to collect. It's nothing like that. It's just instead of having missions like in a row, they're just kind of spread out and in this big area map. And there's 3 different areas. And you just collect quartz, these like collectibles. Like that's just the end goal of each of these scenarios. And it's kind of perfect for me as a Styx fan. I think if the optimization was there, dude, I think this game's fucking awesome. It's one of those games I would fire up and I would run around and just kill guards and throw them off ledges and just, be a menace, because that's what I like to do in these games. So for me, it's like a playground of pure fun and ecstasy as a stealth gamer. It's just, I can't recommend it right now until it's patched because it's just completely unoptimized on my power rig. Yeah. So like I want to give this game like an 8 out of 10. I probably would. But right now I'm sitting like a 6.5, 7, just because if you don't have a powerful rig, and I don't think it's going to run well on console either. I think this just needs to wait. And the other thing too is I got it for $30. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That
was another thing I didn't point about. Yeah, I got Romeo is a Dead Man. It was only 45.
Yeah, these are budget titles, and it really is worth checking out for this game just because of that. But it's probably not going to work.
Yeah, that's a big issue. So This is a stealth game, you said, where you play as a goblin.
Yes.
See, I like that concept, but I hate stealth.
Yeah, it's like Tenshu, but you're a goblin. That's why I love it.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, that's right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, it's fantasy Tenshu, and you're a goblin. And the goblin, the writing isn't the best. Like especially in the third one, there's some really bad dialogue and voice acting. Ugh, but he's like a really unlikable goblin. Like he's just a prick. He's very much like go fuck yourself, and like. He says shit like that. This game is very dark fantasy. So it's quite funny, but it's, again, you got to know what you're getting into. Like, Styx isn't for everyone. But I love that about it. I love that I'm in the niche, and I love Styx. So I really do like the third one. It's worth checking out if you like Styx, but wait for a patch, because they're going to have to do one. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's the same, kind of sound like the same thing. Like Romeo as a Dead Man isn't for, it's for me. It's definitely for me, but it works. So I can say like recommend.
Yeah. I'm like kind of scared to play Styx because I'm scared my computer might not like it very much. Like that's where I'm kind of sitting right now with it. I might just wait for a patch before I beat it. Because I've played for 8 hours. I'm probably about halfway through, and just knowing how Styx is, like I think I'm about halfway. And yeah, I want to play more, but I think it's going to hinder my experience. So I think I'm just gonna wait for. I'm just gonna wait. Oh, I gotta say this. This is one thing I want to bring up in the cast. This is the best thing I've ever seen in a stealth game, dude. The L3 or the left click of your controller is quick save in this game.
That's a good idea.
And if you just fuck up at all, you just load, and it takes you right back to your quick save. So, like, you can infinitely try all of your scenarios that you want to do. And I love that. Like, because that's the one thing about the old games that sucked. It would, like, if you got caught, it's like an extra 3 or 4 minutes getting back to where you were,
Yeah, that is always a good feature.
Instant. So, I think that's going to be a new thing coming forward. Clicking quick save. I'm calling it now.
Yeah, it depends on the game. Like, too many games now have cozy checkpoints.
Yeah.
So,
agreed.
We could go to the cozy checkpoint genre game of this month, Nioh 3, which we both picked up. So we could both talk about how fucking glorious Nioh 3 is.
Yeah, this is like I know you've played more than me, but I put 32 hours into it. So I've put quite a bit of time into it myself, so.
Yeah, I actually just beat it the other day. It took a while. It took me like 45 hours, but I did do everything. Like everything you could possibly do, I think. Like
Yes. Yeah.
so,
It was quite a treat, man. It was such a good return back into Nioh, and I think that's would probably be the case for anyone checking this game out. I think the entry point is here. Like this game isn't too hard. It's fun. It's fluid. It's I don't know. It
yeah.
kind of shows off what Nioh is all about in a really good way.
Yeah, and that's a key thing too. Is if you were gonna have a starting point, this would be better than like 2 or 1 because 2 and 1 are very hard. This one because of the open world design, and I think they fucking nailed that.
They did.
World
Holy
design.
shit.
Like
I was skeptical for about 10 hours, and then I was like, nope, this is perfect. They
yeah,
knew
it
exactly
feels
what they were
like
doing.
Neo. Even the stupid stuff, like in most games, like clear out this base. It's Neo. It's Neo combat. It's fun. Like you could ninja around, but because
You were gonna do it anyway. Is
Yeah.
really what the game is doing. It's just rewarding you. It's like clear out this enemy base. It's not 25 enemies. It's like 6. Like there's only 6 guys here. I'll do that. That's not gonna take long. Like it's very good about like there's stuff to do and they're very nice and quick and you
Yeah.
get stuff from it.
the map doesn't feel like 2. It's basically what 3 open world maps. I think 3 different time periods. But
Yeah, they kind of scale down as you play it. I feel like it's like the first one's the biggest, the second's a little smaller, and the third one's the smallest.
yeah,
But yeah, there's definitely 3 bigger maps.
and each of them has like sections, but it doesn't feel overly big. Like there's not a lot of running around. Like you can run from one side of the map to the other side of the map probably like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. There's like
Maybe, if that, depending if you have the shortcuts and stuff. Yeah.
yeah,
And
so it's not
I
like
think-
overly big.
Yeah, I think it's like what they basically did was took Neo 2's levels and just combined them and put them into a big map. Because that's what it feels like. Each section almost just feels like a Neo 2 level. There's things to do in each section, and it's pretty obvious which direction to go, but there's a couple side paths, and those have treasures and stuff. But it just feels like a mission, a level that you would just pick in the old games and go do. Now it's just there's no loading times.
No, and that's a big thing too. If you in the other ones, if it was too hard, it's like you'd have to go back and play another level. This game, like if you're finding stuff to be too hard, you can just outpace the content by exploring. Like if a boss is giving you too much trouble, like go to another section of the map, look around, kill some stuff, find some treasure, and it's the opposite of Code Vein because like love or hate the Nioh loot system, like it's the same loot system it's always been, but you're gonna find better weapons and stuff if you look around, if you collect more treasure. So if a boss is giving you trouble, well fuck off. Just go to the other side of the map and do something.
Yeah, and the other thing that I think people sleep on are the revenants. Like if you're hurting, you can use revenants too. Those like death pods lying around, and they're just like past people that drop pretty decent loot and give you a fun little fight too. So there's a lot of different options to so grind if you need to.
Yeah, and none of it feels grindy either. Like you're gonna have fun. The combat, like it's pretty much the same combat it's always been, but it's just so fucking good. Like you have fun in every fight, whether you want a ninja, a samurai. I love the 2 styles. I think that was a good idea. It's a love letter to Nioh fans who've played all of them because it's like, for me, I've played Nioh 2 like 3-4 times. I've built samurais, I've built ninjas, I've built hybrids. It's like I know what I'm going for with my ninja. I know what I'm going for with my samurai. The weapons are so much fun, but I do think the Tonfa were my favorite, and I ended up just liking the ninja better.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it was just more in pace with the game flow. Like you ran faster, you move faster. The game's more open than the other games, and you would run in, kill things quick, keep running. But the
Yeah.
samurai, when you were playing with the samurai, there's a lot of like hit, wait, key
Block.
pulse, hit, wait, bolt. Yeah, like key pulse. Like Tonfa's like you get in there, they're dead in your first combo or your second combo.
Yeah.
Like there's like no questions asked.
You're
And
fucking
then
like
with
spinning around like
yeah,
it's a
like they
ninja.
can't touch you. You could just double jump on their fucking head. Like there's nothing they can do.
And I think
So
they
it felt better, I think, to play as ninja, and I think it was easier. There was less to know.
it was definitely easier. Plus, like a lot of the spells and ninja tools get really good towards the end.
Yeah, dude, I checked out that big shuriken you mentioned. Fucking awesome.
Oh, I love the boomerang
It's
shuriken, dude.
So fun. It's just fun and decent. Like it's everything in that game. Like you can make it good. It's viable, and I appreciated that. If I tried something new, it usually worked. I'm like, oh yeah, I see the potential here. This is cool.
Yeah, and weapons feel different, which is good.
Yeah.
'Cause in a lot of games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, and I do think they did a pretty decent job of like, yeah, I liked playing as the ninja, but there were certain bosses and certain things that like, yeah, the samurai is probably what I need to go with here. Like, so you couldn't just ignore your samurai. Like, you still had to like upgrade them, their equipment, and all that stuff. Because like, there was this one boss towards the end. And I was having so much trouble with it because I had just been playing ninja for so long. It was like I almost forgot that I had the samurai. And like I switched to the samurai and just trounced him. I was like, oh, okay, I see. So they're like certain bigger enemies can be easier with the samurai. Smaller enemies can be easier with the ninja. Dude, the counter where you switch from the ninja to the samurai, so fucking satisfying. It's the best parry since Sekiro.
I think it's one of those. It gives me the feeling of fucking Bloodborne, dude. That fucking
The visceral.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. When you hit them with the bullet, that kind of shit. Like, and it is. I personally think it is perfectly timed. Like, I always felt like when I hit it right, it was like I always got it when I felt good about it, and I did it when I didn't. Like, it never felt cheap, and it's important because it's such an important mechanic, and god damn, it felt great. It was so cool that you could like switch to your other stance, and if you have a combo you have set up or if you have a certain move, you'll just fuck the shit out of them.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
awesome.
so satisfying. Everything in the game, it says the executions in that game are the best in any video game, I feel.
They are, and I know they are. I think we talked about Ninja Gaiden and like how great they are, and I think they're really fucking awesome and amazing. But this game has those level of executions, but for like 14 weapons, 20 weapons, something
14,
like that.
I
Like,
think, yeah.
like it's crazy how you could play this game 14 times with different weapons.
Yeah.
Like,
And-
that's in fucking sane to think about. And that's where I think this game shines. And like you said, it, a love letter to Nioh fans. This game lets you do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
Like,
it really
respec,
does.
change. You can just do whatever you want, whenever you want. Like, if you were like, oh, I'm interested in Tonfas, just fucking reskill, jack it up into strength, and go to town, baby, because it's fun.
Yeah, and just every execution with every weapon is so satisfying. Like, I couldn't even pick my favorite. I love the ninja sword one where you slit the back of their knee and then cut their throat.
Yeah. You're like, this is probably going to be the most generic one. And you're like, nope, this one's fucking brutal.
It's brutal, dude. I love the dual swords on the samurai where you stab them in the toe and then stab them. That's fantastic.
The punching when you have the fist, dude.
Yeah, the Wu Chang punching.
You
It's
just fucking machine gun them.
yeah, machine gun them down. Oh, it's just the fucking what's the big sword? I can't remember.
The Odachi, dude.
Odachi.
That's what I used as my samurai, dude. You just fucking lift them up over you, just like suplex them into the ground,
stab them and pick them up and slam them into the ground. Oh my god.
So that's what you were saying, like play styles, and like can't forget about the samurai. That's like what I did. I like went ninja tonfa and just wreaked havoc until I fought like a master or like a boss, and then I would just bully them with the Odachi, and it was a blast. I had a fucking blast doing it. I got to admit, before we I haven't beaten it yet, so I got to Kester knows exactly where I am. I got to this like 3 boss fucking endurance near the end of the game, and I didn't do everything up to that point, and I am at the point where this game is kind of requiring me to grind a little bit, but I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm totally cool with it. I just kind of ran out of time, so I have to go try to do some side quests, and I've already gained like 3 or 4 levels, and I almost beat that endurance trial being like 25 levels under.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go back and just wreck him. I've learned him. I've downloaded his moveset. He's mine.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
And that's where we didn't even talk about like how fucking good the boss fights are in this game.
Yeah.
Like
Each boss is fucking phenomenal.
Phenomenal. This is the exact opposite of Code Vein. These are some of the best boss fights in any game. They're all like that thing where you go in and they wreck the shit out of you for like 3-4 times, and then when you finally get them down and their patterns, you fucking wreck them. It's so satisfying.
I'm gonna say this, and like I'm not even gonna say it. I mean, it's gonna be a hot take. I think overall the bosses in this game are exceedingly better than Elden Ring. Like, they each felt. I can't believe how many bosses are in this game that are unique and how good each of them are. Like, it's insane. They're just back to back to back to back to back bosses. You're like, what the fuck? They're not necessarily hard, but they're fun. They're like, awesome. I die, and I'm like, I can't wait to fucking fight that person
like,
again.
They're so much fun. There's so many of them. The only real thing that I didn't care, like, there are a couple bosses in this game that are Nioh 2 bosses again, which...
Oh, yeah. I think enemy variety is an issue in this game in general.
Yeah, and it's a lot of the same enemies from the Nioh 2. There are a couple of new ones, but as someone who played so much Nioh 2, it was like part of me was, this is a boss from Nioh 2, and then part of me was like, I can't wait to fucking destroy this guy. Like, I know what he's up to.
I know your moves. Yeah. I know your moves, mister.
Yeah, like, I know what you're going to try and do here. Like, I'm not scared. Like, that was like, part of that was fun for me. Like,
Sure.
First time I came up against that fucking monkey, like, it's just like a regular demon. I'm like, I know exactly how to fuck you up, dude.
I don't think that monkey enemy hit me once in my entire playthrough, because Nioh 2 ingrained that fucking thing into my muscle memory. And I didn't even beat Nioh 2. Like, I just sleep fighting that fucking monkey now.
You can sleepwalk your way through that monkey.
Oh, you're going to climb that pole? You motherfucker, you're going to throw something, aren't you, bitch?
Yeah. This game
I'm jumping up. It's awesome.
Yeah, the ultimate, like, Souls ninja playground, man. Like, there's so much you can do. There's so many moves. There's so much going on. You want to stealth your way through the camp, you can. You just want to run in, fucking kick the door down and say, let's go. You go that route. It's so good. I loved this fucking game.
It hits, man. It's exactly what it needed to be. I think it took a great step in a different direction. Well, not a different direction. Like, it basically combined everything Nioh ever did into a game. And I'm talking stances. Like, you get... At the end of the game, you're like... You can basically play with 4 weapons at once, which is nuts.
Yeah, and you can switch between them on the fly. Yeah.
I can't fathom knowing 4 fucking different weapons, and like, you could just if you knew what you were doing in this game, you just are a god. like an actual god.
Yeah, that's how I
And
felt. Like, as someone
yeah,
who's played so much Neo, I was like, this game is so perfectly made for me. Like, I know
yeah.
exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what skills I want. I know how to kill this thing. I know how to kill that thing. Uh,
And I think the biggest gripe I have, well, not gripe, I'd say noticeable thing about this game is like coming into it, it throws a lot of fucking mechanics at you right off the cuff, and like it's super overwhelming. I think for a couple hours, and then it chills out, and then you start realizing what all of these things actually are doing for you. So if you are jumping into the game and you're like, this is really overwhelming, you'll figure it out. Like it help, like
yeah.
you'll figure it out. Don't really worry too much about it. Like they're just kind of showing you that it's there, and then you'll probably eventually get to it like yourself.
Yeah,
So
I love this game so much that I'm willing to put it as this is the second best Souls game. Like, this is the second best Souls game after Bloodborne to me.
yeah, I couldn't argue with you there. I'd have to think about that statement on my end, but um, it's probably not mine.
See,
You're a bigger Neo fan than
I'm a
me.
big Neo guy. I would have
Yeah,
put
yeah,
Neo 2 as probably my second favorite Souls like anyway, and this one's better than
right.
2.
Right. See, there's too much loot in this game for me, but I'm not going to detriment the game for what it wants to do. Like it's a looter game. Like that's what it does. It does it fine, and it's just something for me. I don't really care about loot in like looter shooters and stuff. I'm realizing I don't give a fuck about those games.
Yeah, you don't
I
like
just,
loot. You're not a loot
yeah,
guy. I don't want a
no,
incremental
I
upgrade to blank sword. Just give me a fucking titanite and let me upgrade this thing.
right, exactly, exactly. So I think, but that's just me. I don't know. So I would have to think about my second favorite, but this is definitely top five for me. Like just at least surprising. Maybe it's recency bias, but Jesus, it's so good.
It's so
Like I had so much fun playing this game. Even when I'm like, I don't really want to play this, but I really want to beat it. Like I was tired or something. Like not that
yeah.
it was just like I don't want to even play a video game, but I really want to get through this. I would shoot it up, and within 2 minutes, I'm like, this game's so fucking good.
Yeah,
Oh my god! Like it just like
and even I was
I'm
like,
so pumped.
this seems like it's getting a little long, but then I thought about it. I was like, what? I don't, what? Of good. Like, keep going. Like, I got nothing
Yeah,
else
it's
to
like
do.
I thought
Like,
that was the end boss 6 people ago, but it keeps going, and I'm like, that's not a bad thing. Like, this game's fucking good.
like,
I'm glad that there's content here, and I'm glad I didn't beat it yet. I just haven't. Like I'm excited to see what I'm taking a little break, but I'm excited to jump back in.
oh yeah, I'm definitely going to come back and do New Game Plus, but like, I wanted to get Romeo is a Dead Man in before Resident Evil.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Another
So,
really good thing about this game I did want to point out is I love that you can just the cosmetics, like being able to just go to like a mirror and like I like the way this suit of armor looked. I'm just gonna put that one on. Like so if you're like, oh, I got a new piece of equipment that's better, but I hate the way it looks, you could just go change it. Like
yeah, I love that. And again, it's very much just however you want this to go, man. Like
yeah,
you wanna look this way all the time, cool. You wanna look like a weird clown samurai, cool. You know,
yeah, good
whatever you
character
want.
creator. I love the options for like the hair where it's like you can multiple colors, you can put highlights in it. Like there's such a good character creator.
Yeah, I always make a hot geisha girl because I thought like in the cutscenes it's this really pretty like
Yeah.
woman just beating the shit out of demons.
Oh yeah, I always go that route. I have like a girl with purple or and blue hair with like white highlights kind of thing. And
Yeah, man, it's
ponytail.
good.
It's good.
It's such an anime nerd ninja
Yeah,
Japanese fans
definitely.
wet dream.
And yeah, you can tell it's a Team Ninja game because there is a boob slider.
Yes,
Where
yes, you get the boobs.
and
Don't
like
worry, guys.
every time I like think, I always think of that Sunny clip where it's like, these are big. You're a very busty woman, but let's get weird with it. Let's keep going. Let's get a little higher here. And
Let's just see what would happen. If
yeah,
we did
let's
this.
see like what the max titties look like. Hey, you know what?
Let's
Those
get a
are
little
weird.
weird here.
We're getting a little weird now, so let's dial this back. And yeah, this is the highest like I said, it's not like transcending where it's not like Claire or RE9 or I mean RE4 or something where it's like transcendent and special and 10 out of 10. But this is the highest of 9s you can possibly give. Like games don't get better than this.
No, it shows up and it is exactly what you're buying. Like it's perfect. It really is.
Yeah.
Like and you're right. I think the thing that's holding it back from being a 10 out of 10 is it doesn't really add to the genre as opposed to just perfects it.
Yeah.
You know, it just perfects what it already has done. You know, it even has a lot of Rise of the Ronin. That game they made, Rise of the Ronin.
Yeah, it does
It has
have
some of that in here too. Like they've even integrated that game, which is cool.
Yeah, it's such a good game.
Yeah, man. I agree with you. I think it's a 9 out of 10 game. It's if you want a fucking Souls-like ninja game, this is the best one. Like,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Bloodborne, I would argue that this is my favorite Souls game, you know?
Yeah, and I would be like, yeah, I see it, man. You could take this to an island and live happily playing this game for years.
Oh, and a good thing to point out with it too is runs good. Runs solid. No crashes,
Yeah.
no glitches, no frame rate drops. It runs.
Yeah. And you know what? The thing, and since it's open world, and I just want to say this, I love how their mount system is just the Naruto ninja run.
Yes.
Like you just bust into the run, and now you're just running fast around the world. There's no bullshit.
I love.
You know,
I loved
bullshit.
that so much because I don't like horses and horse riding in games. Like,
Right,
so-
it's not that I don't like it. It's just there's a time and a place for it. Like when I'm playing Red Dead, I want a horse. But when I'm playing Nioh, I don't need a horse. I'm a ninja. Like they're like, yeah, you don't need a horse. Here's some fucking quick step, bitch.
Yeah,
You know.
like let me just Naruto run across this map in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's great. It was a wonderful time, and any time that I felt like, oh, this needs to happen, it does. You know, and it surprised me, and everything about it felt good, and I didn't hit any like real walls except till now, but that was my own doing.
Yeah, and like
You know,
say,
I sped run the end, and it is my own fault. I need 20 more levels. I know I do, but I wanted to see if I could do it.
yeah, there's that part of you, and like I said, you could just fuck off to some other part of the map and do some stuff.
I know exactly where I'm going. Like I know exactly what I have to do, and I'm excited to do it. I just kind of wanted to test my mettle in this, you know? It was one of those situations.
Yeah, what was funny is the first section of the map, before I realized that it told you what level you need to be, I went to the hardest section of the first map and cleared that. And then I like went back and did all the other stuff, and I was just like curb stomping people. I was like,
you basically went for the Nioh 2 difficulty right away. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'll just go fight this shit up here.
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go up here where it's like I think it was where the main quest was, but like there were like 3 side quests that obviously wanted you to do first. But I didn't realize that like the map even told you what level guys were, and I just went up there and I fucking did it. Then I was just wrecked the rest of the map real quick. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think all 3 maps were well designed. The first one's like kind of standard, you know, Japanese. The second one is the ice. I love that aesthetic.
Dude, and and like that's what really was like fuck yeah, because I'm like, oh my god, another big map. But like you get into it, I'm like, it's fucking snow, dude. Yeah. I'm so in.
I love snow maps so much. And then the last map is just like the demonic hill map.
Yeah, it's the quintessential like Japanese hellscape, like that old school kind of thing. It's fun. I mean, they did a good job. A lot of the like, there's some creepy fucking level design stuff that I was noticing in this game. If you look at and all of it, it's just I don't know. Each level was really good. I was skeptical about it because I'm like, Jesus, they're really big. This is kind of obnoxious, maybe, but no, I never got sick of them.
No, never. Yeah, perfect game. It's so good. Like
Yeah, if you want a Souls game or anything like that, this is it right now, man.
Yeah, this is the so far game of the year by a long mile. So
We'll see what happens on Friday.
We'll see on Friday. We'll see on Friday.
Dude, I can't fucking wait, man.
I know. I'm so excited. We'll probably end up doing a show pretty quick next time because we're gonna have to do the Resident Evil show right after we beat it. So
yeah, and I want to try to get through it as soon as possible.
Are you gonna stream it or?
I don't think so. I got a new monitor. I really want like the
horror vibe.
I haven't had that experience in years because I've streamed so many horror games that I think I'm just gonna put on my headphones, turn off the lights, and just fucking get Leon sexual in here, man.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't
maybe get a scotch even. I might get some scotch, dude. Have
that's
a drink
good idea.
with fucking Leon, dude. Yeah. So
I was going to, like I said, take Friday off, but I feel like I would have just woke up at like 6 a.m. and had it beat by like 9. I'm like, I might as well just wait.
It's good. Yeah, it's like Christmas for us, dude. Yeah. It really is. Like, this is I wasn't really super hyped until this week. I'm like, it's starting to get like my blood pressure's going.
I know. I'm like, so fucking giddy. This is the closest like being a kid on Christmas you can be as a 40-year-old man.
I know, dude. I was playing Resident Evil 4 last night, the remake. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to do this and it be new.
Yeah. So look forward to that. So we'll be back for that show. You got anything else for this show?
Nope. That's it for me.
So thanks for listening, everybody. If you made it this far, please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.
See you, everybody.